Welcome to the Fisher Fitness Coaching Podcast. We're at episode 3, I believe. 4. We're at 4. Today, I'm going to chat about motivation because I think this is a fairly major subject which a lot of people struggle with. But yeah, I hope you're good. Thank you for your listening. I do appreciate you listening in and listening to what I've got to say. I'm up to about 70 downloads now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing this to your Instagram stories or telling people about it, that would be great. It just helps me get out there a bit more. I have amazingly managed to get Steve Hall, who is the founder of Revive Stronger, onto my podcast very soon. I haven't actually got a date yet because I said to him I just want to get a few more under my belt, get a bit more comfortable with the whole podcasting thing before I invite him on. So we're going to talk about hypertrophy, muscle growth, muscle building. So if you want to find out something from him, or if you have a question about muscle growth, then send them in to me and I will ask him the question from you. I have got questions for him for myself, so there's plenty to talk about. But if you have a question, then just get them in and I'll add it to my list. So motivation, what is motivation? It's one of the most common things when it comes to trying to lose body fat or trying to gain muscle or trying to achieve something. Motivation is it dwindles, right? It can hang on. Hi mate, lovely, thank you. Cheers. Amazon. Anyone else addicted to Amazon shopping? It's just so easy, isn't it? It's very useful, but it's very dangerous. Anyway, where was I? So what is motivation? Well, it's an individual's motive to achieve a goal, right? So think motivation. It's a reason or reasons for acting or behaving in a particular way. So, for example, escape can be a strong motivation for travel. Eating a bit healthier can be can be a strong motivation for losing body fat, improving your health, overall health. Lifting weights in the gym can be a strong motivation for building muscle. It's your reason, your why to achieve a certain goal. Now, there are two types of motivation. There is intrinsic and extrinsic, right? I'm not going to go into this too much, but essentially intrinsic is internal, right? So it's inherently interesting or enjoyable. So something like, I don't know, watching a film or doing something you really enjoy. So it's internal. Extrinsic is external. So it refers to doing something because it leads to a separable outcome. So winning something or getting grades, getting a good grade for uni or exams, passing a driving test, for example, or winning a penalty shootout, for example. Yeah, your extrinsic motivation is to study for an exam or to practice your driving or to go football training so you can, win the league, whatever, win the cup. Okay, so there are two types. So whenever it comes to a training goal, fat loss, muscle growth, you're going to have a bit of both. You're going to have a bit of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation because let's go with fat loss, for example. Your intrinsic motivation will be because you might enjoy exercising, you might enjoy going to the gym. Your extrinsic motivation would be because you will get to your outcome, to your desired outcome, if you continue to go to the gym, if you continue to eat a bit healthier, things like that, move a bit more. And it just comes naturally. It comes depending on how much you want to achieve your goal, right? So this is why when a lot of people, when they first start a fitness program or a journey, a fat loss journey, muscle building journey, their motivation is really, really high because they have this, extrinsic motivation. They want to achieve. Their why is powerful to them. They've built up this motivation over time, thinking, right, I really want to achieve this goal. I really want to do this. So their motivation is high. Okay. 9 times out of 10, when you start a fat loss journey, when you start a muscle building journey, your motivation will start to reduce, will start to decrease, due to loads of variables. So things like stress at work, general life stress, the fact that you're not seeing the results as quick as you maybe want, boredom, frustration, tiredness, so many different things. Motivation will at some point start to reduce, and there's no way of really asking someone for that. It comes from within. So motivation can come from wanting to achieve a result, a goal of some sort. Okay, it won't always stay as high as it did when you first started achieving a goal. So when it does start to reduce, what do you need to do? Well, always think back to your why. Why are you on this journey? Think about why you want to achieve the goal in the first place. And I want to talk, obviously, in relation to fat loss and muscle growth. So always think, if your motivation starts to reduce, write it down on a bit of paper on your phone. Write down reasons why achieving these goals will be beneficial to you and to other people in your life. How will it change your life? Why did you start? How will you feel when you do complete and get to your goal? How are you going to feel if you stop working towards your goal? So it's not a case of asking someone for motivation or asking how to get motivation or motivational quotes and speeches. It's not going to do much, really. It comes from within. Again, as I said before, motivation will or may reduce if you're not getting the results, if you're not seeing progress. And this is very, very common because a lot of people's expectations are way too high when they start. They think, right, I'm going to get a coach, I'm going to get a program, I'm going to start eating healthier. After a week, 2 weeks, don't really see much change. So they think, oh, well, what's the point? I'm going to stop. I can't be asked. I'm tired. I've been working out for 2 weeks. I've been doing this. I've been eating healthy. I haven't been eating the junk food I always ate before, and I'm not really seeing much change. So what's the point? I'm just going to give up. Whereas in that situation, instead of that mindset, you should think, right, well, I've made a good change. I've made a good positive change. I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. And this is where discipline comes in. So discipline is so, so important when it comes to achieving your goal. Because once you have discipline, then habits will start to be built into your lifestyle. Then progress will start to be made, or progress will be quicker. And what happens when you start to see progress or notice progress in the gym, or you start to notice that your clothes are fitting differently, or you're looking better in the mirror, you're feeling more confident, then motivation will start to increase and it will skyrocket. So sort of in that order, you start a goal because you have a good reason to, and you want to achieve that goal, so your motivation is high. Then, as motivation will more often than not inevitably reduce, that's when you need discipline to continue with your healthy eating, to continue with your training, to continue with your activity, your program, your plan of what's going to get you the results. You need discipline to continue that, even when you don't want to train, even if you don't want to go for a walk. Discipline is what's going to get you over that barrier. So once you have discipline, then these habits will start to be built into your lifestyle. And once you've got habits, then it becomes so much easier, because once training, once going for walks in the morning or at lunchtime or in the evening, once those habits have been built into your life, then it becomes like second nature. Once all these habits get built into your life, you then start to see progress. Then motivation will start to increase again. And then your results will be even better. So motivation is high, your progress is good, and you're more likely to reach your goal. So when motivation is low, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep disciplined. You need discipline, because without it, trust me, you will just stop. Most people, most bodybuilders, most athletes, most PTs, coaches, I'm rarely motivated to train nowadays. Rarely. Sometimes I have a session when I'm really motivated. I'm like, oh, this is really good. But most of the time, I don't want to. I do it because it's a habit, because I've had discipline for so long, for years and years and years. I've built these habits into my lifestyle. I can't remember the last time I was motivated to have a workout, but I just do it. It's like brushing your teeth every morning and night. Are you motivated to do it? Well, I guess you are, because the extrinsic motivation is that you have a nice clean mouth and you'll feel clean, and you won't get bad breath, or you won't have tooth decay or something. But are you excited to brush your teeth? Probably not, unless you're a bit weird. But we don't do it because we actually want to, because we get some pleasure out of it. We do it because it's a habit which has been built into our lifestyle. You've done it since you were a kid, every morning and night. So doing that over time for years and years and years, it's like an automatic thing. And this is how training in the gym should be. You should look at training like you do, like brushing your teeth every morning and night. It should be a habit. It should be something you just do automatically. And once these habits get built into your life, like I said, your results will be far better. Your motivation will be higher because you're getting the results, you're seeing progress. And then, like, along the way, motivation will go up and down. It's just part of life. It's just one of those things. You could have had a shit week. You could have had, some bad news. You could have been ill, been really tired. Work could have been a bit stressful. Then, yeah, things get in the way. Life gets in the way. You're not always going to be motivated, but you need discipline to get yourself over those hurdles of low motivation. So that's sort of it. That's nice and quick. I hope this makes sense. Motivation cannot be given. It can be, it comes from within, right? Always think about your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you on this journey? Yes, okay, fair enough. A new workout may help, right? But sometimes, more often than not, it's not beneficial to change workouts too often, because you need to get good at certain exercises in the gym, specifically strength training exercises. Those are what's going to get you the best results. So when you start to get bored and demotivated in the gym, you need discipline just to keep at it, to get stronger. Start thinking to yourself, how can I challenge myself in the gym? Can I try and get one more rep today? Can I try and increase the load next week? Challenge yourself. Because yes, strength training movements are boring. They're basic, but these work best if they're done consistently. This all comes down to you getting results through consistency. Okay? And to get consistency, you need to build these habits into your life. In order to build habits, you need discipline. When you don't have the motivation to go to the gym or to go for walks or to eat healthy or whatever, to say no to that fourth cookie or whatever, you need discipline sometimes. So discipline is one of the most important things you need to achieve your goal. Hope this helps. Yeah, if you can spread the word, subscribe, leave a review, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much for listening again, and I will speak to you very soon.